So, right now, the situation with Donald Trump and Iran, it's getting pretty serious. Like, we're talking about a full-scale conflict, rising tensions, global impact, oil prices going up, all of that. But here's the real question people are starting to ask. Does Trump actually have a plan here? Or is this all just, unfolding as it goes? Let's break it down. Okay, so here's where things stand. The US, under Donald Trump, launched major strikes on Iran, alongside Israel. The idea was to weaken Iran's military, especially anything related to nuclear capability. And yeah, according to US officials, a lot of that infrastructure has been seriously damaged. But here's the thing, Iran is still standing. The regime is still there. It hasn't collapsed. So now the situation is kind of stuck in the middle. And this is where things get, a bit confusing. Trump has been saying things like, Iran's military is basically knocked out. The war could end soon, or maybe go longer. And at the same time, he's demanding something like unconditional surrender. But there's no clear explanation of what happens after that. Like, who takes control in Iran? What's the long-term goal? Is it regime change, or just weakening Iran? Even Trump himself admitted, at one point, that someone new could take over and be just as bad. So yeah, that doesn't exactly sound like a clear plan. And then, Iran responded. They targeted the Strait of Hormuz, that super important oil route where a huge chunk of the world's oil passes through. Now that's a big deal, because it affects the entire global economy. Oil prices go up, supply gets risky, everyone feels it. And even US allies in Europe are like, yeah, this isn't really our war. They're refusing to fully support the conflict because, honestly, they don't see a clear direction either. And it's not just international criticism. Inside the US, intelligence officials have also raised questions. At a Senate hearing, officials couldn't clearly say whether Iran was even an imminent threat before the war started. And that's important, because that was one of the main reasons given for launching the war in the first place. So now people are like, wait, was this rushed? Honestly, this whole situation feels like there was a strong military move in the beginning, but not enough clarity about what comes next. And that's risky, because starting a war is one thing, but ending it, managing the aftermath, that's the hard part. If there's no clear roadmap, things can spiral really fast. And right now, it kind of feels like decisions are being made, step by step, instead of following a solid long-term strategy. So yeah, that's where we are. A powerful military campaign, a global situation getting tense, and a big question mark over what the actual endgame is. Is there a plan that just hasn't been explained yet? Or is there really no clear plan at all? What do you think? Is this strong leadership, or just, risky decision-making? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it.